Hi, my name's Ray Smith, and 2 years ago I started a blog called the Love Yourself Challenge. And today I just wanted to take some time to talk to you about what November 9th is, because it's a very special and important day for me. It's a day that I take time to celebrate recovery, and I take time to thank my friends and family for supporting, loving me, and encouraging me over the 5-year battle I had with anorexia. November 9th, 2005 was a pretty devastating day for me. It was the first time I was hospitalized because of my eating disorder. And I just remember my parents had just left. They had to leave, and I was just sitting in the hospital bed, and I had a heart monitor on me. I just remember sitting in that bed and just crying and wondering how I ended up here. I didn't understand it, and it was really a day that showed my family and I how dangerous eating disorders are, and how if I wanted to live, I was going to have to start fighting for my life. And November 9th, 2005 was the catalyst to start working towards recovery. And it took 5 years. There was a lot of ups and downs over those years, a lot of really, really dark times, but God was merciful, and He surrounded me with friends and family who loved me, even though it was probably really difficult to love me because I was just a really big mess. But I'm so thankful for them. And so November 9th, even though it was a devastating day, I think that it was the catalyst to my recovery. And I think that there's certain days or certain struggles that come into our lives that really try to ruin us. And I really think that even though there's struggle, we can still be victorious in that struggle. And I think that there's always going to be things that come against us, because every person on this planet is made for a purpose and has a plan for their lives. And there's an enemy who's going to try to take you out and try to prevent you from getting to where you're supposed to be. And I don't know if I really realized or understood that then, but I think somehow I did, because even in the hopelessness, I kept pushing and fighting and trying to recover and trying to recover. And it was really difficult. And I just remember that the time I felt like fully at peace and ready to recover was when I really surrendered my life to Jesus and started to be serious about recovery. And that was the turning point in my life. And it was one of the best days of my life, because it was the day I found freedom. But I guess, even though November 9th was such a difficult struggle, it's a really pinnacle day in my life, because, without that day, without the 5 years of struggle, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't have the blog. The blog wouldn't exist. Like, all of those pictures and all of those just thoughts are from a time that was really difficult, and I'm finally able to take the negativity and the negative thoughts that I had during the time that I was sick, and put them into positive words to help encourage myself along my recovery, but also in hopes that I can encourage one other person who may be struggling with an eating disorder or a bad body image to realize that they have there's a purpose for their lives, and to keep pressing forward through struggle. And so even though it was a really, really rough time, I'm really grateful for it, because God has been merciful. Like, all of those 5 years I never thought could ever be justified. Like, I was so bitter. I was like, how could I have 5 years of missing pictures with my friends and being in the hospital and all these things, but just to be where I am and to finally have peace with myself and my body. I mean, it hasn't been perfect. There's been struggle along the way, but just knowing that, I can be victorious through struggle if I persevere and trust God. And so I just want to encourage anybody who's struggling. It may not be an eating disorder, it may be cutting, it may be depression, anything. I just want to encourage you to keep going, because 7 years ago on that day, November 9th, I never thought I'd be sitting here. I never thought I'd have a blog where I'd be able to encourage people. I never thought I'd be in university. I didn't think there was any hope for me, but for some reason, I kept going, and I kept persevering and trying to recover. And if I didn't keep going, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to be talking to you right now in this video, and the blog wouldn't exist, and all of the opportunities to encourage other young girls who are struggling with eating disorders would never have happened. And I mean, if I had given in, like, I think that eating disorder came into my life to destroy me and to take me out. And I think we all have struggles within our lives that try to do that, because the enemy has a glimpse of all of the amazing things that you're going to do with your life, but it doesn't want you to reach them. And I think that if you're going through struggle, it means you're a pretty special person. It means that God has something amazing planned for you, and that there is a force that's trying to take you out so that you can't accomplish it. And to just keep going, because there's something wonderful for you at the end of the struggle. Yeah, like, I'm amazed. I mean, it hasn't been perfect. There's been tons of struggle over these last 3 years of recovery, but just to be empowered and to know that I can survive, and that the enemy does not stand a chance if I decide to survive. And I guess that's been my little mantra over the last year. I just wanted to encourage you. I hope you have a great day and a happy November 9th. Take care. Bye.